Hello and welcome to Pat Baer's Anime Club. This is an ongoing video series. Twice a month, I make a video about a topic in anime that I just want to, have a video record of. Maybe it can help you out. Maybe it's something you're interested in. And so Pat Baer's Anime Club is for you, and I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah. The last video I made talked about some of my favorite shows from the spring anime season of 2020 and a couple that I can't wait for it to come back. And so, yeah, in this video, let's talk about summer 2020, the preview. I'm going to talk about 4 shows that I'm interested in. Now, it's going to be strange because at the time of this release, one show, I believe, like the first show comes out like the July 1st or 2nd. Everything's going to be very scattered. There'll be a lot of things debuting at the end of July. There'll be things returning throughout in July. And there are things that are announced that are going to be returning in July. We probably won't see till August. Honestly, I feel like the summer is going to be very strange, and it will be the fall, October season where things theoretically like all come out at once, and there isn't like weeks where there's just reruns or specials. Or hey, here's season 1 of this show. Here's various episodes while we wait for that because this is coming back. And we also don't know if things are going to come back. Some shows might not come back. The world is a strange one, and we're all just doing our best, right? Right. Anyway, here are a couple shows coming out this season that I'm interested in. The first one, this is they're looking good. Oh yeah, so that's right. Sorry. So I got a category: 4 shows. 2 that are looking good. They look like they're going to be legit, interesting shows that I have no problem talking about. And then we'll talk about a couple that I call them trash, but that doesn't mean like, because there's a difference between this is trash, I'm not going to watch it, and this is trash, but like, hey, right? Pretty fun, right? Yeah, there are differences between that. There's good trash out there. And then there's also stuff that I'm just like, no one should watch this. Why would I even give this the time of day? That's how we're going. So this is another Crunchyroll original. This is another webtoon called The God of High School. When I started talking about, you know what? I'm going to do this so you can really see that. Hey, check me out. Spoiler. I'm not going to restart the video. Sorry. I don't edit. I should edit, but I don't edit. Anyway, here we go. So, God of High School. Now, this is another webtoon, which means it started as a web piece of manga, and now it is fully animated. If you saw Tower of God, that was one of the first of the Crunchyroll originals partnered with Webtoon. Crunchyroll has been doing its own production line of shows before. They're really ramping that up, and yeah, I mean, this thing looks cool. Look, I like a shonen. I like a fighting series. I like modern shonen that take pages from previous shonen. The whole thing is the tournament. It is a fighting tournament of all these martial arts styles. And you're going to see these cool martial arts styles like come to life. And is there some reason why people are doing things? This main person feels like he learns the most about people and he meets cool people by fighting. That seems very simplistic. Is there another reason why he's doing this? Is there a bigger reason? Everyone else has their reasons. Probably. It has to stand a reason. It's not just a bunch of people who love to fight. There are probably other reasons people are doing this. Also, why does this exist? What is this? There are questions. And there'll be cool music and cool fight scenes. And yeah, I mean, like, hey, is this going to be the show of the season? I don't know. Is it going to be the show of the year? No, because it's not, Isaacin, because that's the show of the year. It still is. Sorry, it still is. Keep your hands off Isaacin. Still the best show of 2020. This could be good, and I'm excited about it. And then you saw this here, Decadence. This is the next show that I'm interested in checking out. Giant mechs, robot city patrolling, some sort of evil coming out. Our main character, she wants to fight, but she's not allowed to or able to. Lost an arm. She's learning how to work on stuff and build stuff, and one would assume that is going to lead her to getting into situations where she uses her knowledge to come out ahead. It looks beautiful. The animation looks just so nice, um, and the story looks cool. Me and mechs, like when there's a show that has mechs involved and kind of works in that way, I at least will investigate it, even if it turns out not to be great. I'm looking at you, listeners. I gave you 3 episodes. Mm. So yeah, this one looks cool, and like I don't know, seems like it might be really strong and really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing some more visuals. I usually try to avoid them, but in this case, I just want to see it. All right, so now let's talk about trash. And as I said, when we're talking about trash, I don't mean that it's bad. I just mean that, like, I don't know. I will talk about it because I like watching anime and talking about it while I do live streams. But I don't know if either of these shows I'm going to be like, you gotta watch this. So let's get the first one out of the way. Is a comedy? Is it a romantic comedy? Is it on purpose gonna be etchy and gonna be moments where you're like, oh, eye rolly? Yeah. It's called Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, and it feels pretty standard. You got your quiet dude. Dude just wants to live his life, do his thing, get through high school. Not really like stand out. Just buckle down, do what needs to do, not deal with any nonsense. And then you got your childhood friend, Uzaki-chan, who just like is pretty childish and fun and free spirited and wants to spend time with the dude that she likes as a person, or maybe likes romantically. I don't know. Uh, you can see we got your short haired short girl, you got your fang girl. You can tell her personality by this image really well. The official art, I couldn't find any 16 by 9 images for the official art, so I went with this screen cap from the PV. Also, your eyes may have been drawn to the fact that this is a busty young lady, and that is going to be a thing. It's going to be like her bouncing around and him being embarrassed and then maybe being in awkward situations and maybe her being aware of those awkward situations. I don't know if she's clueless about it, or if she's always clueless about it. She might understand what's going on at some points. And yeah, it's going to be an etchy, dirty comedy. It's going to be one of those things that like I wouldn't want somebody who has an opinion of what anime is and this is what anime is walking in and checking it out. But if it's handled well, it can be fun. And as I always say, I don't mind stuff that's like this at all. It's the shows that go in this direction that are not explicitly about that I generally have a problem with. Like there are shows that I'm like, this would be great if this part wasn't happening. Um, I'm thinking back to it was either this year or the end of last year, the Senton Academy. That show was just like animals going to school and there's some humans. Why was that show so horny? I don't know. This show, you know right away. It's going for it. I don't mind that. It's trash, but like, I don't know, could be fun. It also could not be fun, and I'll admit that. If it's not fun, it's not going to be like I'll bounce. But yeah, all right. And the other one is Fire Force Season 2. Now, I know what you're saying. Pat, Fire Force, you praised this shonen of like, like a cool kind of like the main character is a throwback to your general style of kind of goofy but hardworking protagonist in a shonen. What do you mean it's trash? And the answer is like, it is, because the way it treats a bunch of its minor characters is bad, and the tropes that it runs in aren't great. And hell, they talked about some new characters coming into season 2, one of which is an African American character, and like I do not fully trust that this show will not treat that character as a stereotype and do a very bad job. I think there's a lot to like about Fire Force, and I will be watching season 2, and I'm interested to see where the show goes. I like shonen, and so I'm excited about seeing where this show takes our characters. But there are characters that appear in this show that when they come in, I just Fast forward because they're going to get in some sort of awkward situation for laughs, and it's a bummer. So yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, nobody really knows summer 2020. I looked at some of the shows that are coming out, and some of them I'm not interested in, and some I am, and I don't know what's coming back and what I'm going to definitely be looking at when it comes back. Uh, I don't know, but I hope that you picked up a show maybe you want to add to your list, and in the comments below let me know what's on your list. What are you really excited about? What's coming out this season that you can't wait to check out? Are you going to watch my teen comedy Snafu season 3 or 4, whatever it is? I don't really like that show. Hachiman show, I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe you're into that. Maybe you can't wait for some other show that's returning this season that's just going to be like, this is the thing. Or if there's a new show coming out that you were like, Pat, I can't believe you're not excited about this. Let me know in the comments. I love hearing it. And I will see you on the next Pat Bear's Anime Club. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, share with a friend, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.